Kim. Rune. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and there are your lists. On the left side of the table, Fenrau, Lawful Rebel, and Zeborelius. The Lawful Rebel with Sensor Jammer, Ezra Bridger, Maul, Twin Laser Turret, Engine Upgrade, and Ghost. Zeborelius with the Chopper and the Phantom title. Fenrau with Veteran Instincts, Hotshot Co-Pilot, and Flight Assist Astromech. On the right side of the table, Rune Printzlau is playing Ray with Finn, Kane and Jarrus Expertise, Millennium Falcon, Engine Upgrade. Jan Ors with Twin Laser Turret, Trick Shot, Moldy Crow and Chewbacca. Oh, and a Porg on Ray. Let's put the Porg on. There he goes. Porg. Porg on Ray. So while they're finishing setup, just give us a moment to talk about the Patreon. Well, so you get easy with the camera switches. Patreon is very important for getting us here and helping set up equipment. Patreon goes directly to the transport costs required to travel to these events. Patreon it was directly used for paying the petrol and parking costs that I had for getting to the airport for this event. Any amount you can contribute is gratefully received. We are starting to do some rewards for those Patreons, so do make sure to get involved. Those are the ones that have just been sent out or are being sent out right now. Future ones are coming up in the next cycle. The next reward cycle will be coming up in the next 3 months, so all your points will be going towards the possibility to take home one of those prizes. Okay. And with the first maneuver, the Lawful Rebel goes 3 straight. Yep, both players are local players from Denmark, Copenhagen, and so we hadn't had anybody from Denmark on so far, so that was kind of a bone of contention. Everybody had been from Sweden or some other place, and we wanted to get some local players on. The time isn't actually correct. It's about 15 minutes behind, because I was too relaxed in the setup I gave. Let me reset this, put it down to 106. 106. 06, right please. 06. Pause, stop, start. Done. Okay. And so Ray's decided to run from the Lawful Rebel. rulers.
Flight asteroid. Yeah, I mean,
So we're going to be looking at a cautious opening for this game. Slowly edging along.
yep.
So Fen, the Fen Rao ability becomes the active ship. If you are not stressed, you may receive 1 stress token. If you do that, ship cannot spend tokens to modify its dice when attacking this round. Whereas Ray, the Ray combination we have here, has she gets to re-roll 2 blank results. There's no tokens being spent there as her natural ability. Expertise gives her the opportunity to change stress, if she's not stressed, to change focus results to hit results. And once again, not spending any tokens. It's a natural ability. What's the word for it? Passive. Kanan Jarrus takes the stress off. Finn adds a die. Once again, not spending a token. So there you go. You've got 3 dice modifications that aren't spending a token that Fen can't do anything about. And Jan Ors receives a stress token to give Ray an additional dice, so more. Even more. So so Ray gets to roll 3 dice, plus 1 for Jan, makes 4. She's at range 1, it's 5. Then Finn gives her another blank, and she can re-roll 2 of those because of her ability if her enemy is in 2 blank results because of her ability if the enemy is in arc, and expertise lets her change all focus results to hits. So 5 dice becomes 6 with the blank 1 from Finn. She gets to re-roll 2 and she can change all focus results. So without spending any tokens, meaning that Fen Rao's ability in this case is completely shut down. And why is that asteroid token half white? Has he painted it, or is it just the paper's come off? So obviously what Rune wanted to do was gain some time in the first few rounds when make the Lothal Rebel think he wanted to joust him by deploying opposite him, and then gain some time for a few rounds just to be able to stack focus tokens on the Moldy Crow. And now Ray is pulling through those asteroids to try and come up and flank the Fen Rao Sheathapede.
Wait. Sådan der.
So, the Porg upgrade card is a card that's been given out by the Copenhagen players here this weekend. It is a. It says on it your upgrade. It's a crew card with 0 points, and it says on it that your upgrade bar gains a crew card, gains a crew slot.
Nå. Yes. Fanden kan jeg ikke skyde på noget.
It's a raid disengage this time. Obviously seeing that. See, it would have been a good position for him though to turn in. So a focus and 2 blanks. And this time a hit and a focus. Sensor jammer. Spends focus. Uses. Takes 1 damage.
Primary?
And twin players, if one of you has lost a mobile phone, please make yourself known to the tournament HQ. Thank you.
2 focus, a hit and 2 crits.
We may have it. Thank you.
Rerolls, gets a hit, spends the focus. Makes it a crit. What's that something to do with Ezra? 2 blanks. So, bye-bye Hawk. Damaged engine. Excuse me.
So, regenerating shields. Second crit, second crit going through on the shields. Structural damage.
He regenerated a shield for pulse duration. Was he?
Endgame tilty?
Yep.
Structural damage. What's he? So he's now got 2 damage cards. I don't know what happened there. He get rid of the shield.
Yeah, that's right.
And more damage. Down to 1 whole point on Janos. Here comes the second TLT. And he's down. Oof. Dice go on the floor. Bad mojo. I hear swear words.
Skulle jeg dreje det ind i stedet for over 3 bane, så fuldstændig.
Det er svært, for så bliver du fanget det.
Ja.
Så kan jeg virkelig...
Ja, så kunne du have pustet den her vej, så er det mere akkurat.
Det er næsten svært. Det er så svært.
So he didn't die, didn't he? What happened there? He's got 4 damage cards. Chewbacca, and he regenerated. He regenerated the shield. The shield went. Okay, okay, I follow. He didn't die. The first crit went through was a damaged engine. He Chewbacca'd that, regenerated the shield, then took another damage, then got the last crit, which was the structural damage. Leaving him on 1 whole point. He's put himself in a bad position with with Janos. Did he just attack with a primary weapon? Because he's at range 1, yeah. Was that him? That was him trying to get rid. No, that was him trying to get rid of the structural damage crit. And didn't manage to do that. Shame. Here we go. With a Printzlau and the low 4 rebel bearing down on Janos. Janos' twin laser turret, the only option of firing back. Printzlau attacks. 1 hit, 1 focus. And 2 evades. Hot shot removes the focus token. Now, Janos would go first, wouldn't she? Janos before Ray. Ray's got expertise. Janos is 9. Oh no, Janos is 8? Oh, okay. Gets a focus, a hit and a crit. A focus and a blank on the defense dice. Rerolls to another blank. Takes a hit and a crit. On Printzlau, 1 shield. Not sure if he did. If he has to hit the crit.
If he has locked me from using my focus tokens offensively, and then I'm shooting against hotshot co-pilot, I can't use my focus.
Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah. All right, that's fine.
1 hit, 1 focus, and a blank. And 2 blanks.
Sådan er det jo. Man kan ikke få det hele.
Nej.
Nå, men så er det range 1.
Ja.
På,
ja, du skal bare lægge 2 hits, så er den sikker.
Okay.
4 hits and a focus.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
1 dead Jan.
Yeah.
Undskyld, Rune.
It's a bad call, not getting.
Once again, these 2 players are on 4-1 going into the final round. Whoever loses this game will be knocked out of the cut. This cut is not based on MOV. This is a hard cut. Anybody with a 5-1 record makes it through. Everybody else goes home. No, they get to play hyperspace tomorrow, obviously. No es tan bueno. El tío de Ray se ha puesto a hacer así y así no ha hecho nada en todo el partido. Y dejaba a Jan que le ponía a freír. pero si esta partida termina rápido, significa que puedo desconectar, editar vídeos y publicarlos esta noche a YouTube. Hombre, puede ser, ¿no? Okay. So, 2 hard turn right for the ghost.
Nice. Right?
Yep.
Skal vi have åbnet ballet et eller andet tidspunkt?
Jeg kan ligge og køre i cirkler om hinanden hele aftenen.
Det går sgu ikke.
Might as well get the show on the road.
Yeah.
So Ray finally decides to get involved in this game.
Flight assist.
Yep.
We'll see if I can use
Flight assist, that correct.
it.
Gonna try
So
and
just gonna
tog. What? Barrel boost forward?
eller siger det engelsk. Tøjlak.
Yes. So, nothing.
X-Wing players, you may notice on the big screen. Oh, it's gone.
Nej.
It's gone. Thanks, Vince.
Nej. Det var ærgerligt.
Så...
Jam.
Okay, players, you'll see on the screen behind me, we have our registration times that are revised for tomorrow. We are going to be starting the elimination rounds alongside the second round of the hyperspace qualifier. So any players still in this competition on 5 wins or more after this round, please hang around for your bracket. If you have a bye, you may get a nice line. We'll give you your times and more details after this round. Thank you. This will also be on the Facebook group.
Okay. That's not good. Target lock?
Ja.
Nej, jeg skal tage venstre. Target lock.
Okay. Spins target lock. 1 hit, 1 crit. 1 evade. 2.
Nej, det er højst. Det er jo. Så er der TNT.
Ja.
One hit, 1 crit, and a focus.
Ja, men
Rerolls the focus, gets 1. 1 shield from Ray. And another. There's the TLT.
Ja. Ja, ja.
vi har glemt at sende til jammerne. Nej, det gør.
Nej, du kan sende til jammet, ja.
There you go back to those.
Du målede en. Og ja,
den er god.
Yep.
So Kim is in a very powerful position with this game now. He started putting damage on Ray. Ray has got not much, hasn't been able to put much damage on the Life Force Rebel.
Så det er med at kan booste.
Yes. Nice.
Nice, nice.
And Ray. One banks.
Sådan, mand.
Det kan jeg til gengæld ikke. Ude på, kom ind og bombe dig der.
Det havde også gjort, hvis det var. Jeg tænkte, man er nødt til at prøve at teste. Hvis den går, så er det jo godt. Så får du i hvert fald nogle skydende igennem.
Free turn to the right with the Shifa shuttle.
If I have you in arc, I can use, but I don't.
I see a two hard. Two turns to the right. Barrel rolls to keep out of Ray's arc, not to give her that reroll ability.
Well.
Not in range for a coordinate.
Okay. Svend?
Svend, skyder mig.
Yes.
Race 2.
Ja.
So here we go. One evade.
Range 2 ind i Svend.
Det kan jeg godt forstå. Jeg lokker lige din... Nej, det gør jeg ikke. Det bliver ikke på ham.
Now here comes Ray's attack. She gets 3 focuses. Here comes the die for Finn. Reroll for ability. Spends the focus. Gets 4. There's a blank and a focus.
That's it.
For a site 3 go in.
1, 2.
And that's a dead Shikapede.
Jeg synes min gik så hurtigt ned som din...
It doesn't make much difference. I mean, Ray's still in a good position as far as health's concerned, but
No, man.
3 focus results, 1 hit and a blank.
62.
You take a focus off.
Ja.
Uses more to re-roll 2 of them. Gets a hit and a focus. Uses Ezra Bridger to change 1 to a crit. Gets looks like it's 1 hit, 2 crits. Takes the 3 shields off of Ray.
Jeg troede, hvis de var gået den anden vej, så ville jeg hellere have lavet target lock til at kunne...
Ja, men helt sikkert.
Jeg tænkte, at redde den der ene, det er den... That saves nothing. Ja, det er det.
Okay.
Hvad er du tilbage?
8. Du har mistet 4.
Ja, 12 på banen.
So Ray could always use the Millennium Falcon title to drop that Segnors loop and get the low 4 rebel back into arc now. Even if he does decide to take a right facing maneuver, a rightwards maneuver. Both dials are down, both players. Looks like Kim's taking a bit more time than we 100% committed to the decision.
Okay. Nu ser den der.
Yes. Okay.
Obviously a right back round maneuver. There you go. Okay. So Ray wants to take that Segner's loop to the left. No, I don't think so. Looks like he's taking a right bound. Yep, too hard, too right. I mean, he's got an engine upgrade, but he's not going to be able to fit in. I suppose he's got arc. I don't know. Did he have arc in the last round? Because basically they've both done the same maneuver. I don't think if he didn't have arc in the last round, I don't think he can get arc this round. If they both did the same maneuver, it's the same situation.
Force.
Så
Men race 2 ark.
Men det er...
Hvis du skal bruge...
Nej, der skal jeg bare have dig i ark.
Ja. Må jeg spørge noget? If he will use fence ability, is it at range 1 or is it at range 2?
As long as he's inside arc, it doesn't...
It's the inside arc. Inside arc range is a killer. Fence ability.
Yeah.
Easy to
Okay.
It's the closest.
Yes.
Yeah.
No problem.
Just double check that. Right.
Yeah.
It should be right.
Yeah. As long as he's in with him. So it's the same as with the tactician.
Yeah.
okay, so looks like it's 2 focuses and 2 crits. 1 hit. Spends focus for 4 hits and a crit on the low fall rebel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Face up is a thrust control fire.
Thrust control fire. In stress.
Yeah. Stress again. Yeah.
Low fall rebel goes down to half points.
Primary?
Yeah.
Ray has got to take solo this game. 2 hits, no, 3 hits and 2 focuses. 1 converts for Ezra.
3 hits and a crit.
3 hits and a crit. Gets 1 evade with Finn, a blank. So it takes 2 hits and a crit. 1, 2.
Major hull breach.
Major hull breach. Face up damage cards from the next round onwards.
Right there. Yep.
And that will leave her without an action.
Det er den, jeg ved ikke, fordi jeg er retarderet.
Du er ikke retarderet, det var der. Meget er du tilbage?
5.
So a big swing on that turn. Both of them are sticking on some heavy damage onto the major ships and face-up damage cards. Well, in the case of the low-fall rebel, it stressed him out enough that more wasn't really an option.
Yeah, it's key.
Obviously, the face-up crit on Ray is going to be more permanent, have more of a long-term effect on the game. This round, she's going to have to spend the action to be able to remove that crit or face debilitating crits from every single attack, from every single die she doesn't manage to block from the low-fall rebel. And as we are continuing a range 1 pursuit with 2 hard turns.
Oh, good on.
Yes.
2 hard turn, right.
Så nok heller ikke nogen overraskelse, hvad jeg laver.
Der er også en over 2, selvfølgelig.
And the same. So he's still going to have arc. Actually, he's getting into a better position as it's going.
Major hull breach. Action.
Yeah.
Major hull breach gets flipped face down. Thanks to the action. So an actionless Ray
Yes.
has a target lock, range 1 against Lawful Rebel. 4 dice plus 1 for Finn. She gets 1 hit, 1 focus, 2 blanks, sensor jammer, re-rolls 3 for target lock. Don't know what she's going to do with the focus results.
3 hits.
2 hits,
Not
3
enough.
hits total.
Nej, range 2.
Har du overhovedet? Du har ikke ark. Yes!
And it looks like he just managed to miss the arc.
Damn you, man.
Just getting into the gap on the Lawful Rebel. Avoids return fire. That could be something that really tips the game in Rune's favour. Now he's got away from 1 attack. He's putting himself on even playing field. And this turn he's going to attack first. So while it's difficult to kill a Lawful Rebel this turn round, it's not something that you can't expect to happen. He's going to be at range 1. He's going to have his 4 dice plus Finn. He's had bad rolls the last couple of turns, that's to be sure. But gets 1 good roll. Lawful Rebel's not got defense. Be taken off the table before he gets the opportunity to shoot back, and a pretty much helpless Zeb Aurelius gets pooped out. She's going to want to take... What was the ability that allowed him to change the focus tokens that last turn? The focus results that last turn. So he didn't have a focus token. So he used his action to turn down the crit guard. Oh, expertise, of course. So he's going to target lock. Assuming Kim doesn't drop the Zeb Aurelius into the 2-turn maneuver that Ray is almost certainly going to do. So let's say, for now we've had 4 turns where they've kind of gone a hard 2-turn to the right. Now, in that sort of situation, the Lawful Rebel's obviously going to move first, but he wants to get enough distance so that he can drop the Zeb Aurelius with a short maneuver and possibly block that option for Ray, leaving her actionless. And he went short, 2 bank right. And he's evaded, so he's not dropping the shuttle.
Yes.
I think he just picked up the dial. Yeah, he is dropping the shuttle. Strictly speaking, the shuttle should be dropped before he takes the action on the Lawful Rebel. But I mean, it's an evade, so it makes no difference. But I don't see that attack shuttle getting into a position. Unless Ray was going to take a free bank to the right. Maybe. So Zeb flies out, 2-turn left, trying to block that position. That would block that 2 right turn. Because he's got, yeah, even if the maneuver made it past Zeb, he's got the goats right behind Zeb. There's no space for that Ray to fit in there, so she's going to be left actionless. But yeah, he now wants that arc to be as far away as possible.
30 minutes remaining on the round, 3-0. 30 minutes remaining on the round, thank you.
It looks like he's made it. So this has actually worked out as an advantage in a way. I mean, Ray does not have a target lock, but her natural ability allows her to re-roll the dice. And she's probably still at range 1 of that Lawful Rebel. A slim range 1, but range 1 nonetheless. So here comes Ray. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1 blank result for Finn. 4 dice in the cup. 4 dice, range 1 primary. We're looking for a good result. We get 3 hits. Sensor jammer turns 1 to a focus. Re-rolls 2 blanks. Gets another focus. 4 hits. Spends 1 evade to only take 3, leaving him on 1 whole point. And giving him the opportunity to fire back.
Yeah. Richard, blank.
No, he can't shoot out the back because he's not got the Phantom anymore. So no attacks on Ray.
Yeah. So du har ikke noget main gun længere.
And he can't reach with TLT, but the TLT is also from the title, isn't it? Once they drop the Phantom, he still uses the TLT at the end of the turn. So good round for Rune there.
We're not happy about it.
He's managed to claw back victory from the jaws of defeat. Well, I mean, it's not a definite victory yet, but it's definitely a lot. Things are looking a lot better than they did 20 minutes ago.
Okay, den der ved nu.
Ja. Ja, ellers havde den været død der. Men havde det boostet, havde jeg så også haft 1 terning mindre. Men når det efter du executer din manøvre, ikke? At du popper shotlen, inden du tager actions. Ja.
No, men det tæller ikke som action.
Okay. So Kim.
For satan.
Really needed to make a longer maneuver to get out of that range 1 area from Ray and try and mitigate those dice results. He was lucky that round to have been able to get away with 1 whole point left. He should have gone down that turn. Tocado el culo. Algo me ha movido ahí.
I do.
Okay.
So did he take a long maneuver this time? Oh, he finally took a long maneuver to try and escape that range 1 bubble. So finally, out of that range 1 bubble. So, I don't know if that was someone hitting the table or just an accident. Ray, firing 3 primary dice, gets a hit, a crit, and a blank. With Finn, re-rolls 2 blanks to get focus and a hit. The sensor jammer turns on, blah, 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 everything's gone. 1 more zip. It sounds like there's a lot of people watching the game in the background.
Yeah.
Was a damage sensor array? Yeah. Interesting point, isn't it? That once the ship's dead, all damage cards should be turned face up and become open knowledge. It's in the rules. It's in the rules. In the rules reference. Once a ship is... It's kind of like the reason why the Kylo crew card got fact that you couldn't just look through the damage deck, because... You know, you had it's open knowledge once a ship's destroyed. Oh, direct hit. And so Zeb starts putting damage on Ray and proving himself to be a nuisance. 3 hull points left on Ray against Zeb Aurelius, stressed. We're probably going to see a new Millennium Falcon signal loop now to bring Ray around. I don't think he's going to try and do 2 turns around that rock to make sure he gets Zeb back in arc. Because the whole thing about the damage cards being turned face up once the ship's destroyed, that's something that got me thinking. I could probably do something so I could start putting up the statistical probabilities of what a crit's going to be. Yeah, so it's like it's 30% probable that a direct hit might come out. Yeah, like in the poker game when it starts saying there's like a 15% possibility of a king coming out and stuff like that, and I'd be able to say, well, yeah, if I know what cards have been used, I can just put them in and have it calculate the odds of a direct hit coming out. At least, as far as counting cards is concerned, at least just do the direct hits. Once I know how many direct hits have been spent, how many damage cards have been spent, then just calculate what the odds are of a damage card of a direct hit being left in the pack, and just have that sharp on screen saying like the next crit, 15% chance of it being direct hit. So 3 banked. Right, is he going to sloop? Well, I don't think so. He's taking the template away. Well, of course, that's the way Kanan works. You have to do cleanup step first, and then you have to place something back so you can spin it around. Boost in. Is he going to run for time, or well, he's got 20 minutes? I don't see that. I mean, Zeb isn't really a maneuverable ship, but he's going to try and he's going to hard 2 turn in now to the right and try and come in behind Zeb as Zeb tries to chase through the asteroids. or rather flank Zeb?
Make the hard turn and boost in order to get to the.
That's what I'm saying. So let's take a look at it like this now, okay? If I'm joined, ladies and gentlemen, by Fernando de la Torre. So what I'm expecting Zeb to do is to turn in, and so I expect Ray to hard turn and boost up into this area here, having a side-on shot at Zeb. If you're going to talk, sit there. If you're going to talk, sit here. Where's a microphone?
Well, actually, I think it's better to make.
Give me a second, I'll reset it and you can draw something.
Like
if you get your fingers out of the way.
No.
Here you go. You do it.
Like a 2 bank or 3 bank.
In that direction, and then try and boost back around here. Okay. But like I say, I think Zeb's coming in this way.
Yeah, that's the.
So it's no advantage to you. She wants to get damage. He's not got a turret.
No.
So let's clear this up again. Okay. Right. So what I'm saying is Zeb is probably thinking of turning in, unless he's thinking exactly what we're thinking now, or what I'm thinking. Hard to turn with Ray, boost in.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have Zeb side on.
But maybe you are open to Zeb arc.
I mean, I've given him a really long turn maneuver. I know. I realise that.
It's a 2. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 2.
That's
So.
what I thought it was. And
2 turn left. Right. Sorry. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Is it a boost?
yes, it's gonna be a boost.
Was I right?
But outside.
No, I don't know if he'll make it on. He'll end up on the asteroid from there. He's going the other way. He's going left.
Outside, yeah.
Yeah. So not choosing to chase the engagement this round. He's still
Although
he'll still be able to shoot on Zeb, and I don't know if Zeb's got arc. Through a rock, I'm guessing.
Yes, yes.
I'm guessing it's through a rock. Oh, I need to plug this baby back in. Gets 3 hits with expertise. And 2 evades and a focus. Spends evade. Saves himself from that. Doesn't make arc. And they go back to dust. Zeb holding on. Okay. She's missing obviously the fact that she's not able to get in rain on. So she's not able to do those high power attacks of Ray. Ray's high power attacks with the extra die from range 1.
It doesn't need it right now.
It doesn't need it right now. I mean more than anything to bring an end to the game. So he's had to turn left. Right, I should say, sorry. Otherwise he's going to be going off the table almost.
That would be a game. Could be a game.
Yeah, well, look at that.
And boost.
And boost.
Just playing safe.
How are you going in Hangar Bay, Fernando?
I ended up 2-1.
Oh, they finished the Hangar Bay already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mine was the first spot.
Oh, okay.
Nå, så det var bare...
Skal du ikke ind og lade dig få det? Altså, jeg har 3 hold tilbage. Du kan one-shot mig.
He wants to try and get himself into a position where he can fire on Zeb without Zeb being able to fire back.
Yes.
Yeah? But I don't think, given these rocks and the position that they're in, that that's possible for the next 4 turns.
That's the right spot for Zeb to do the K turn.
Now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Because Ray is not gonna shoot this.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like a short maneuver to me. Yeah, a one turn left to pursue.
Hvad er det, du skader du selv?
Ja, det gør det gør jeg ikke.
Altså, det vil måske være rimelig risky.
Det må man sige.
Hvad er det Sepp, han kan gøre? Han kan redde klicks før hits eller sådan.
Det er fedt.
14 minutes remaining.
Det er ekspertise.
And as it stands, everything to lose for Rune right now. I mean, obviously, he's ahead on points. If he lets Zeb just stick on a bit more damage, just like as he did in that last turn, the last range of fire that Zeb, Zeb's only shot, he's managed to put a direct hit on her. With 3 whole points left on Ray, he doesn't want to be giving this game away for free. And obviously, the person that wins this game qualifies for the top championship tomorrow.
Nope.
I get the impression Ray's running. She's going to free bank or 4 straight along the edge here. She's got engine upgrade. She can outrun an attack shuttle. If it means that in 10 minutes time she's gotten into a position where she can probably chase a more favourable engagement for herself, okay, I mean, because Kim would have to be a complete fool to allow himself to get into that situation. He just needs to basically circle around the centre of the board, not pursuing her as such, but not letting her get away, while she just kind of like full throttles around the edge of the board, trying to make sure she keeps out of engagement. We go in. I really don't see her turning in. It wouldn't make any sense with the last 4 manoeuvres that she's done to now turn in. She's going to go full throttle along this side of the board, get onto the other side of that rock on the corner, the croissant. Focuses up.
No.
Turn in.
Oh.
Well, then I don't get it. I don't understand what the last 4 turns were about. We could have done that 4 turns ago. Okay.
Range 3.
Yep. Så 3 terninger for den.
Rolling. Oh.
1 hit, 1 focus becomes a hit with expertise. 3 evades, looks like. At least 2 anyway. No damage from that attack. She got a focus, a hit and a blank. 2 hits. 1 evade. Takes 1. Oh no, he's re-rolling for the ability. Gets. The dials go back in. Snatches up his dial and decides, this is it. This is my chance. I've got my signals loop ready to go. Kim's going to bring out a slow maneuver. I don't know. I get the feeling that this time Ray's going to do that signals loop.
I think so.
Yeah. And so the question for Kim, how do we stop that from happening?
Oh shit.
Minutes to go, just under 9 minutes to go in the round. These guys, I think, have a little bit of time extension. They've started, as we realised they were ahead of schedule, they started being a bit more flexible in the timing situation. And we see a free K. Okay, so decides he's not going to try and stop the Segnors loop.
Just under 10 minutes remaining.
But he's going to make sure they both end up face to face.
Just under 10 minutes remaining. Thank you. Reminder that if you're on 5 or more points, please hang around for the standings. And if you think you're in the top 32, it's also worth hanging around because we'll have shield tokens. Thank you.
What's he deciding?
Take 1 damage. Yes. Yeah, take it.
You use Chopper to take his action, yeah? Okay. He takes the damage, he takes the shield, okay.
Yes. Nej, det skal den vej henover.
Yeah, this is a free bank.
Så
Left.
fronten, ellers tag fronten, det er nok nemmere.
I don't think that's making it any easier, mate. Put
Now expertise is off.
Ooh. Even Kim says the F word. Goes fuck. To see how close they are. So here comes a 4+1 die primary weapon attack.
Yeah,
and Rune's had some bad dice. Let's see if the dice gods favour him this time around.
Yeah.
4 dice in the cup, 1 blank from Finn on the tabletop. Swear words being said. I see all pain. He's got expertise. Boom! 5 hits. Dead.
Yes, because he has focus.
En K-turnet er sluppet hen over Chopper og lagde 5 hits. Med 2 holder et shield tilbage.
Nej, det kan jo godt være. Kan jeg ikke?
Nej.
Jeg har 3. Nej, det kan jeg ikke.
Nej. Det kunne kun 2 terninger.
Ja, det kan jeg ikke. Figures.
Ja.
Ja. 2. Ja. 3.
Very, very close.
Kæft, mand, det var en fed kamp.
After the opening engagement.
Thank you.
Sit down, man. Come a bit closer because you're a bit far off.
Okay.
No, this way.
Ah, this way.
You're a bit far off camera.
Oh yeah, I see.
Well done, Kim.
Thank you.
You gave it your best.
Oh,
There's no doubt there.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it went pretty much in your favour at the beginning.
It did.
When you had he first set up in front of you,
Yeah.
but then decided to run off,
Yeah.
regenerate stock focus tokens on
Yes.
on Jan.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he left Jan behind,
Yeah.
and you just swooped in, took her apart.
Yeah.
At
that was
that
the plan.
point, it was kind of it was looking very much in your favour, huh? What was your thinking when you set up against it?
I was thinking that if he wants to joust me, it's okay because I got the advantage. But so when he just got around, I think, well, if I can get Janos for herself, then it's my game.
Wicked.
But it wasn't.
No. I mean, it was pretty much in your favour, and even then at the end with Zeb, you were putting some. You were definitely causing it to be in doubt whether or not he had the game tied up as well, and it just ended up being it just got into that. When you've had that last manoeuvre there, we could see the positioning. It was pretty obvious he was going to do the Segnors loop. Yeah. And so you had the options: do I try and block it? Do I have to guess which way he's going to go? And then you've decided to do the 3K turn.
Yeah. Because I was thinking, we can go around the board all day, so we have to make it. So he can have bad dice. He hadn't.
And he had bad dice. Several turns. He's just rolling blanks.
Yeah. So I was he won fair and square.
Never mind. Anyway, so you've ended the day 4-2,
Yeah,
which
4-2.
means Rune will be the person that goes through to the top cut. but you've done very well. Huh?
Thank you.
And you've had a good day.
Yeah, awesome.
Apart from in this round where you've had to play obviously against one of your teammates, every single other round you've got to play against people from far away that you've not played with before.
Yeah, I've never played Matthew Fisher before.
I've seen him at the UK Nationals.
Yeah, he's a really good chap.
Yeah.
So playing well and always good and given in good mood and
excellent.
Cool, so.
Wicked. Okay, well thank you very much once again for appearing on stream.
No problem.
And good luck with Hyperspace tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me go speak to Rune. And he's coming by himself. Well done, Rune.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Is that how we say it, Rune?
Yeah, Rune.
Rune.
Yeah.
Rune. Okay, I just remember Rune Glifberg.
Yeah.
And, a difficult game for you.
Very difficult. It was all about like I didn't want to commit too quickly because both the main gun and the TLT, and he could boost. Even if I got into the sweet spot, he would just boost out of it, and then
Okay.
So
when you set up in front of him, because you get to deploy second, apart from the Fen round.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm going to put myself in front of you, but that's not what I'm not going to go for you. We're going to turn this way, trying to stock up the focus tokens on Jan Ors, and then suddenly you kind of Ray just kind of dashed off.
Yeah, I was like, I got not quite sure what I was thinking there. Like, okay, either because I left Jan a little bit
exposed.
I was considering doing instead of one forward and then boosting away, I was considering doing 3 bank towards Kim and then boosting in. But then again, I would be getting the TLT, so like at the last second I decided against it, and then. I was also that might have been that could have been a really bad mistake.
It's been a really interesting game, especially for the F word, because when you got Jan in that situation, there were a lot of F words coming from you, and then later on in the game there was a lot of F words coming from Kim. So it's been a really interesting game from that point of view. That like it was never really 100% decided. Everyone thought the game was over when Jan was dead, and you clawed it back.
Then I got the Fen down, and they're like, okay. I still have a chance if I can pull this off. When I got into the dance around the rock and got him in range 1, that was...
And he spent so long not trying to escape. He was just constantly... You were both constantly just doing the 2-turn right, 2-turn right. And you were just you're staying at range 1, which means he wasn't using his twin laser turret.
I was just hoping to remain within. But even if he had gone out, I could have then boosted into it. So,
yeah, I suppose.
So I ended up in a good position, and then when he popped the shuttle, I was like, okay, now you can shoot at me.
Yeah, made it easier, definitely. Yeah, okay.
So
obviously
it was a really intense game. Yeah. I had really very much hoped not to meet Kim.
Yeah,
so,
and I mean, obviously being from the same group.
Yeah, and we play a lot together, and he's played my list a couple of times, not with not with his ghost list, but with the Nim Miranda. So, but he knows how it flies, so it was.
And tell us something. In the other matches you've had, have you been able to play with other foreign players, people you've not played with before?
I played one of the other guys from Copenhagen in the first match, but other than that, I haven't met any Danes, so that was quite nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Met one of the guys from Jutland. So.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much, and good luck tomorrow with the cup. Okay?
Oh yeah, that'll be interesting.
Excellent. Okay. So we're just about at the end of round 6 now. It's got 42 seconds left to go, so we'll be back soon with final rankings and the top 16 bracket for tomorrow.